Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Bazaar and to another Battlefront 2 news update. We are just 2 days out from our next game update, arriving on April 24th, so it's safe to ask, CT when? The answer is in just a day or two, according to one of our community engagement specialists, Kevin. It seems we will only be getting the one community transmission this month, the one about the game update itself, and since there's always the possibility it will drop alongside the update, this one was definitely put off until the last minute. Keep in mind that all that is confirmed to be coming this month, so far, is the new Capital Supremacy map, a bunch of bug fixes, a nerf to Anakin, and Yoda's and Darth Maul's ability to block. Not a lot in terms of content, but that's alright if some of the major bugs get addressed. When it comes to Anakin's nerfs, we're getting specifics with the community transmission, but for now, we know that he will be getting a nerf to his Passionate Strike, Pull Dominance, and Retribution. Passionate Strike is losing the knockdown effect, and Retribution and Pull Dominance will see some nerfs to their range, though again, we don't have the specific values just yet. Retribution definitely needs the range nerf, but I'm still iffy on the pull, because it is a very useful ability in most scenarios, and I don't want to see it made useless. I'd prefer a damage nerf to it rather than a range nerf, but that's just me. I'm sure Anakin will still be a powerhouse after the update, since it doesn't sound like his damage output is getting changed. Now, let's talk about Purge Troopers real quick, because I've been seeing some discussions about adding them into Battlefront 2 as a new reinforcement, or even as a new class. Purge Troopers are the new troop variant debuting in the upcoming game Jedi Fallen Order. They looked awesome in the trailer, and it's easy to see why many players want them in Battlefront 2, including myself. Unfortunately, according to Kevin, we will not be seeing these guys in Battlefront 2, at least not before Fallen Order gets released this November. Specifically, he has this to say: Purge Troopers do look cool, although it wouldn't be right to have them in this game before they are even present in Fallen Order. I think it's proper for Respawn to showcase their creation before things appear in other games, if any. So right there, pretty much confirms there will be no Purge Troopers in Battlefront 2, at the earliest before November, and it doesn't even sound like it's a for sure thing they will come to Battlefront 2 after that. It makes sense though, that's Respawn's creation, and they should be the first to debut it. Hopefully one day though, DICE could add these guys into Battlefront 2, because they would make for a perfect melee reinforcement. Now let's move on to some news surrounding Capital Supremacy and the question of Starfighters in the mode. As we all know, there are no playable Starfighters on the Geonosis Capital Supremacy map, and out on the Discord server, it was asked if we would see Starfighters on Kashyyyk or the other CS maps that are coming. According to our community manager, Jay, there won't be any Starfighters in Capital Supremacy on Kashyyyk or otherwise, and the reason for it is simply game balance. Jay says, Starfighters don't lead to a fun experience in Capital Supremacy. It just makes the entire map a hunting ground for a few players while everyone else fights over the objectives on the surface. And I gotta say, he's right. Just think back to your last game of CS and consider everything going on around you. Would you really want to add strafe runs on top of that? That doesn't sound like a good time if you ask me. We have enough to deal with when it comes to the speeders and the tanks. So there will be no Starfighters in the upcoming Kashyyyk map or any other future maps that get added to the mode. And that is all the relevant news we have today. Hopefully this community transmission drops tomorrow so that I can make a news update longer than 5 minutes. Drop a comment and let's get the discussion started, guys. And if you like the coverage, you know what to do with that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you're new, and that's going to do it from me. I appreciate you all stopping by the bazaar. This has been your boy, Turkish Delight, and I'll see you all out on the battlefront. Peace.